create. El Jibarito sandwich. And Jibarito, you can find it in Chicago, Puerto Ricans in Chicago. Hello to you guys, brothers and sisters. And they typically do it clearly with the plantain, and which is this. And they fry it, and I do too. And they use traditionally beef, like flank steak and things like that to prepare the sandwich. I'm going to do something slightly different. I'm going to go with shrimp because some people, they're trying to avoid red meat for some reason. So doing this for these people that want to try different option, and that's fine because I'm going to do it too. So I have here, I'm going to have this in three short sections. The shrimp, the plantains, and I'm going to prepare vinaigrette that you're going to put, in this sandwich to make this juicy and nice. So make sure you have some salt for taste. I'm going to Himalayan. Paprika, just a little bit, about maybe a half of a teaspoon. Some ginger, turmeric, coriander, pepper, and I have some tube of garlic here because I'm going to mince one. I have some lemon, to squeeze. And of course you have the shrimp. I have about half a pound here already peeled. Just have to cook it. So this is a plantain, has to be green. Cut the edges. I want to cut in the middle. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to peel it, okay? I see. Then I'm going to slice it. See? And you can slice it in three too, by the way, it's very thick. Depending how thin you want the actual plantain. You want it thicker, half. You want it thinner, just 1/3. So you have a pan, kind of semi-deep. Put some oil. I'm using vegetable oil. You can use corn. You can use any type of oil as long as it's liquid because you need sufficient. I had this preheated for about 2 minutes at medium high, and now I'm going to turn it down to medium. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put these babies in. If the oil is not sufficient to cover, make sure to flip them. This is going on medium. We're going to leave it there for a few minutes. It's been a minute. I'm just flipping them. And you want them cooked because you don't want them to be destroyed in the middle if they are raw. That's what I put it on medium, because I don't want them burned, but I also want them cooked in the inside. So make sure you have a plate ready with paper towel, because eventually you're going to transfer them here, and you're going to let them, the grease to soak out for a little bit. So now you get them out. They're still hot, by the way. You don't want them cold. And because they're kind of large, I use a smaller cutting board, put it on top. You can do whatever you want. You can use a plate. You squash them. See? Then I use a spatula. Here's the first creation. And you refry them again, medium heat. This is going to be about maybe 45 seconds. So let me marinate this baby. And what I like doing is I like to add these babies here. And actually, let me mix them up. Some of them. It's like if it was a sazon, homemade, pretty much. Little brush here. Mix it up a little bit. Add it to this baby. Little bit of salt too. And then for garlic. I like to mince it. Let me do 2. And once you do this, you mix everything together. You can do this overnight, you can do it a few hours before, you can do it almost immediately, it doesn't matter. I like to squeeze a tiny bit of lemon, just a little bit, just a few drops. Let me put the rest of the salt. So I have a cast iron here, you can use any type of pan or whatever. And I have this a medium high. And you can use any type of oil, but I'm going with coconut oil. Kind of that island taste, smell, you know what I mean? And you make sure this oil's hot. Let me use my wooden spoon. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start adding these babies. And you're going to cook them. Oh my goodness, this smells delicious. If you feel that you need more oil, just put a little bit more, who cares? And you know, just cook them. That's simple. It's going to take you just a few minutes. You're going to turn orange. Kind of telling you, I'm ready. But look at this baby. And in about 3 minutes or so, maybe 4, they're ready. And you know they're ready because the color changed. Turn it off, put them aside. So what I did here is I took the shrimp out and using the same oil that I cooked the shrimp, I added some onions and sweet peppers. This one is red and orange. I think one is, yeah. And I'm doing this for a couple minutes because I'm making this sandwich sexy. Just 2 or 3 minutes. This is optional, and it was my choice this time. What I have here is 1/4 of a cup of apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar. It's a 1/4 cup. I'm going to put it in this glass container so you can see what I'm doing. In addition to that, I got 2 teaspoons of low sodium soy sauce, low sodium soy sauce, and a couple teaspoons of what I call mirin. But the thing is, you don't have to go Japanese on this or Asian. You can actually use water with sugar, and it does the same. What I'm doing is adding some sweetness. And I'm going to mix this up. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some dry oregano, and I'm going to smash it in my hand. See, I'm smashing it. Kind of pulverize it a little bit. Add it there. Mix it up. And I'm not going to need all this, but I just wanted to show you, to illustrate. And put it aside. And I'm going to keep this simple. No mayonnaise, no any of that garbage. I don't even going to add tomatoes because this is not beef. This is seafood. I want to enjoy the taste of the seafood. Start with a plantain. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put some of this shrimp on it. And I didn't cut them into small pieces because it's easier to manage when they're whole. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some of these pretty looking onions and sauté peppers. I like to add some of that vinaigrette now that I prepared earlier. What you do is you grab something like this and just put it on top. See how beautiful? It's going to add that nice taste. You don't need mayonnaise, you don't need any other stuff. And then